What's up, everybody? Today we have another McFarlane Toys Disney Mirrorverse Donald Duck figure, and he is a tank figure, looking really cool in the package. Standard packaging, saying that we've seen the other two characters, both Sully and Mickey Mouse, came in very similar packaging. It looks like he does have a Mirrorverse card here on the front, signifying that he is a tank type of character. It looks like he has a sweet looking bow or something there in the package, so excited to get that out. As we flip this around, yeah, we've got it's been a little while since I opened one of these. It's got the really nice artwork on the back, kind of staring off, and we've got Donald Duck, Sully, and Baloo in this wave. Really excited to get Baloo unboxed. He's another one that I've already found, so we're probably going to get him unboxed next time on the channel. But let's go ahead and get old Donald pulled out of the package. And that's a lot of box for a little figure. Let's get the card out. They always do tape the card to the package. Don't know why, but they do. So we got that pulled off there. And then let's get Donald pulled out. Is he banded in any sort of way? Looks like no. So there's Donald. And I guess maybe this is more of a pickaxe type weapon, not a bow. I guess I thought it was some type of crossbow, but now it looks more like a spear pickaxe type Fortnite type weapon, sort of, in some sort of way. Let's go ahead and see if he can hold that in his hand. Very, very stiff hands here on Donald. There it goes. There it goes. All right. So, I'm not sure exactly what his weapon is, but I'm sure it's going to tell us on the card. His head does not articulate up very well. I'm sorry, guys. There's no real way to get him to look up. But let's take a look at his card real quick. I'll try to get a picture or zoom in on this thing just so you can see it a little better. It says Donald Duck, tank, stats, attack 7 of 10, defense 7 of 10, ranged or magic 2 of 10, and then heart life 5 of 10. Bio: Donald is a sailor on the sea of fate, sometimes temperamental, sometimes daring, sometimes both, but now he can transform his temper into raw power, giving him the strength and fortitude of a battleship. Anchors away. Alright, so that explains that. It's an anchor, and that makes sense that it's an anchor. Alright, what we're going to do with the cards, same thing we do with the cards that we always get. We get these plastic cases, and we picked these up, I think, at Target, but they should be anywhere where sports cards or Pokemon cards, any type of trading cards, they normally have these plastic sleeves. And then you just slide your card in there, and that keeps it from getting dog-eared, creased, stained up, anything bad happening to your card. If you want to keep it, I keep them. I mean, I'm keeping the toys. I might as well keep their little bio card with them. Just something cool to have. I don't really display it with it. I just keep them in a stack. But again, a nice, easy way to protect your card. And now we'll go over Donald's articulation. So he can look to the left. He can look to the right. His arm will go all the way around, as long as you go backwards with it. It just doesn't really want to go. Oh, there it goes. It was just like a stiff point. He does have a single jointed elbow, so he can bend and straighten that elbow out. Not sure how well that's picking up. He's a pretty tiny figure, and he's got a big gauntlet, but it does straighten and it does bend. And this side over here, it looks like it does, but there it goes. Felt like it was going to break. But there we go. We're getting his arms articulated. As far as his waist, no articulation in the waist, no articulation in the legs or the feet. So it's just the arms and the head. So minimal articulation. These guys are more just like statues, in my opinion, just kind of they aim for you to kind of just pose them up and let them be, something like that. So they're definitely playable if you have a small kid or something that wants to play with them. I'm not sure what the age is. I believe it said 4 and up, but these videos are made for adults, not kids anyway. So anyhow, I think he's a pretty cool looking character. They did a really good job on his sculpt. They did a really good job on his paint. It feels like a nice quality piece. The metal looks like metal. His I don't know why I thought that was a crossbow, but his anchor is nice looking, looks like metal, nice blue accents, yellow, gold. So really good, but then he just doesn't articulate very well. And when the anchor's in his hand, it kind of wants to tip him over a little bit, but he does seem to be standing on his own. I wish the head would tip back just a little bit, because he's definitely unable to really look up at us. He's kind of permanently stuck staring at the ground like he's yelling at a little duckling or something. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and get this anchor pulled out of his hand for now. Go ahead and just put his arm down to his side, and I'm going to bring in another one of the characters. Now, we did have a catastrophic failure. This is Mickey. His feet also don't really articulate. They go left and right, but they're constantly pointed at the ground because he's supposed to look like he's flying or something. The problem with that is he can't stand, and he couldn't stand, and I set him down, and I just tried to push down on him just a little bit to kind of bend the plastic or something, and it snapped his foot right off. So fail on the Mickey. He should have come with some sort of flight stand or figure stand, because there was literally no way to get him to stand up for more than a matter of seconds. And after my first video, he started falling over, and I could never get him to stand up again. So that was it on the Mickey, and he was definitely a fail. Here's the foot. It was a nice clean break, but definitely a fail. Hopefully I can find another one to replace him. But here is Sully, and as you can see, as a size comparison, he's quite a bit larger than Donald. And we do have the full review and unboxing video up of Sully. I really like him so far. He's my favorite in the line. He is heavy. You could knock somebody out with this guy. If this guy's sitting by your bedstand and for some reason he's all you got, you could probably club someone in the head with him and knock him out. He is a solid piece of plastic right there. Donald, on the other hand, very lightweight. Feels like his legs would probably snap here pretty easily, so you're going to want to be gentle with him. So, for our third figure out of the Mirrorverse, I think we're doing good, other than the problems with Mickey Mouse. And like I said, I am still going to go purchase another one just to complete the set, and I'm probably going to just make my own flight stand for him, because there's really no way to pose him. So he needs a flight stand, so keep that in mind if you do get the Mickey Mouse figure. So back to just good old Donald. I would say I would give him maybe a 6 out of 10 on the scale. All of his paint and deco looks really good. His articulation is just absolutely horrible. He's a little better than Mickey, but all in all, he's pretty bad. He needs some sort of movement in the legs. There's no reason why we couldn't get some sort of hinge or just ball joint in the ankles. Even if they just did something like they did here, this looks much more similar to the duck feet here. And they could have just stuck little ball joint pegs on there just like that. And that would have at least gave us the ability, first of all, to move it without breaking it. But he gets a full range of motion. It can spin back and forth. You know, it's actually a really simple idea, and it works really well. And I feel like that would save some people from breaking Donald's legs, because I see Donald's legs possibly getting broken just from normal play by a child. If a kid picks this up, I feel like he could probably break one of these legs pretty easy. So keep that in mind. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to tell someone you love them. hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. As you can see in the background, we review all types of toys. If it's cool, if it's fun, if it's something from the 80s, I'm probably into it. So God bless you, have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.